I'm Jerry Garza. I'm 14. Before I came to camp, what I was feeling is that there was always a barrier that was held up, and sometimes you couldn't really break that barrier because trust was never let inside that barrier. And this camp taught me so much about that. And before this, I always thought it was a leadership camp. They could teach us about the individual and how that individual is going to act. And this camp was totally different. It was super different. I love this camp because what it did for me and how it did it. Sure, some of the stuff they did was harsh, I guess you could say. But sometimes tough love is what you need to get through that dark hole. That even that little tough love is a brighter light in that dark abyss than anything else. What camp taught me about myself is that I don't need to be cold-hearted. I don't need to keep people at a distance, and I don't need not to trust people I love. They put me in situations to where I had to act out on my own. I couldn't. Sometimes I had to rely on other people, and that made that trust bond stronger. But they also put me in situations where you had to be a leader, and people that are around you are also leaders. So it just makes you want to lead more and more. And it's just like a big competition of love, compassion, and a lot of strategy. What camp taught me how to treat others, especially with the sexism, ageism, racism, is that everybody has their own problems. Like, it may be the same as yours, it may not be. Some are worse, some are harsher, some are better. And the way people are is that they need to be accepted the way they are. It can't always be like, oh, you're a different race, I can't talk to you. Or you're a different sex, I can't talk to you. Or you're bisexual and you like both men, both male and female, and I can't talk to you. That's not how this camp is. It makes you feel the feelings of the other person. It gives that perspective of that turnaround and in the other shoes, like how would you feel? If that was your son, if that was your daughter, if that was your sister, you know, if that was your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband. Just think about it in the future. Like, what would you do in that situation? Would you want somebody to do what you've been doing this whole time? Like, just a lot of prejudice against that person. So it makes you think a little more about prejudice and everything else. It makes you want to feel for that person even more about what the things they went through. Well, leaving camp is hard for me because they always said it was a safe place, a safe environment. And I believe it. There's really nothing I can't say here without getting hurt, because everybody's entitled to their opinion here, but out there it's cruel, it's hard, and it's harsh, but here tough love is something that keeps going. And then just soft love, like just coming at you. I have a bunch of people behind me now, a bunch of more confidence. I could be a leader outside this camp, because that's what it taught me, that not only can I be a leader, but the people standing behind me I could trust more than some people that haven't stood by me. I would tell them that it's all about the experience. I would tell them that if you never had a family that cared, if you had problems that you couldn't get off your chest, this is a thing for you. It hits you to the core. And that's what this Miss Maudie especially, she wants to get to our core, and she got there as fast as she can. In a span of a week, I'm closer to most people here than I've been in my whole life. I feel like I could go to anybody right now, anybody at this camp, and tell them what I need to hear and what I need to tell them. And I think it's a beautiful thing. But if they ask you a little more, you know, it's just about the experience. You need to experience it yourself.